What's the most intense mama bear moment you've ever experienced? My daughter Harper is 7, and we stop by the neighborhood playground almost every day after school. One time I noticed a man who didn't fit in since he didn't have a stroller or a book, and it didn't seem like there was a kid with him. He just sat there by himself, staring at the playground. I didn't think much of it until I kept seeing him, visit after visit, and I caught him watching Harper more than once. He had this way of tilting his head and smiling when she ran past him that sent shivers down my spine. One time he even tried to lure her over with a piece of candy. I snatched her away, and he said, "Ah, your mommy doesn't let you have any fun, does she?" I got Harper out of there as fast as I could, but before we left, I took a picture of him on my phone when he wasn't looking. I thought maybe I could show it to the police and they'd help me, but when I called that night, they said unless he actually touched her or made a direct threat, there wasn't much they could do. They said it was a public park, and he had every right to be there. I was frustrated that the system wasn't going to help us, but I had one more idea. I posted the picture in my local mom's Facebook group asking if anyone knew who he was. It took less than an hour for a woman to privately message me saying it was her cousin's ex-boyfriend and gave me his name. She said, "He's been in and out of trouble over boundary issues with minors." I asked her for more details and she spilled. Turns out her cousin had a kid with the guy, and he had very limited contact with the child because of his various convictions. That was all the information I needed to come up with a plan. Now that I had the guy's name, it wasn't hard for me to find the name of his kid and where he went to school. I waited outside the school a couple afternoons, just sitting in my car, until one time I caught him leaving with his mother. I took a few pictures from my car, just enough to make my point, and then printed them out nice and big. I kept them in my purse until the next time Harper and I went to the playground. There he was, at the same bench as always. Harper was on the swings, laughing with her friend, and I could feel his eyes following her. I walked straight over and handed him the pictures. He stared at them, completely frozen. "That's your son, right?" I said. "Cute kid. He ever walk home alone? I'd be careful. You don't know what kind of creeps are out there." He didn't answer, just kept staring, so I leaned in a little. "If I ever see you near my daughter again, you won't get pictures next time," I said. "You'll get something a lot worse." Then I walked back to Harper. We stayed another 20 minutes just to make a point. He left 5 minutes later. I never saw him again. Maybe I scared him. Maybe he finally realized he'd picked the wrong mom. Either way, Harper still plays at that park, and I don't worry about anyone bothering her again, because if the cops won't protect her, I will. Every damn day.